Kia ora, I'm Tanea Heke, Tumuaki, here at Toi Whakaari New Zealand Drama School. And we're really excited that you've decided to apply to study at Toi Whakaari in 2025. You know what? I'm going to sit with you and we're going to work through the application process so you know what to do and what you need to have before you submit your application. Come with me now. Haere mai. Okay, everybody. So the first thing you need to do is get to the Toi Whakaari landing page, which we're at. You can either go straight on to apply now, which is great, or you might want to scroll down and read a little bit about it. So let's go to costume construction because you can do that. And the nice thing is when you get there and you read everything you need to know, you can still apply now. Let's go in and have a look. Okay. So we're going to scroll down. There are 3 parts to the application form. The first part is fairly straightforward. Stuff you know, really, your name, your title, your gender, your date of birth. How did you hear about Toi Whakaari? We are really interested in that. Was that through word of mouth or socials, or saw it on the website, or maybe your friend studied here, something like that. Anyway, good to hear. When you've finished the first part of the form, push to next. This again is fairly straightforward. This is really just getting down to the sort of student that you're a domestic student or international, English or first language. Again, fairly straightforward. Only one you might find a wee bit tricky here is your NSN number, which is your national school number. Hey, if you've got it, that's excellent. Please fill it in. If you don't, it's all good. We can do this later. Your ethnicity, very straightforward questions. Scroll on down and then you will find about your first choice for study. And we are going to push the New Zealand Diploma in Costume Construction. Okay, then there's this little pop-up that pops up. So you've got 2 choices here. You could either write all your questions down or you can create a video and then send us through a link. So you've got 2 choices. But here's the thing I want to concentrate on first is your portfolio, because this is also an important component of your application. So in here, we need to see colour photos of 2 costumes or clothing projects, something that you've done for a school play or a garment that you've made for yourself. And the photos should include a complete front view of the garment, a complete back view, and close-ups of any interesting detail. And it just spend some time thinking about how you want to showcase that work that you've created. If you're selected for an interview, you'll be asked to bring this work with you. Hey, with this application, don't send in the garments. We just need to look at it. So what you need to do is put your images into a zip file and then send the zip file to apply@toiwhakaari.ac.nz. Okay, so that's the part about your portfolio. But we're going to go back to this part of your application, which talks about, there are 3 questions here. Again, you can either write them down or create a video. Let's go through the questions. Your most significant achievements to date. So that's about 100 to 150 words. So what are the things that you're most proud of and that you think are significant you'd like to share with us? The qualities. I think this is pretty personal, but what are the qualities that you want to bring to Toi Whakaari? What can you share toha with the rest of the student body and with your tutors, with the whānau? And what do you expect to gain from your time at Toi Whakaari? And you know you're going to be spending potentially 2, perhaps even more years here at Toi Whakaari. What do you want to get out of it? Have a good think about that. 100 to 150 words. Again, you can either write it on the application form or create a video and send us through the link. All right? Now, we also ask you to choose a second choice just in case you don't get into your first course of study when you go through and do that. Right? As you flick down, we're going to ask you about whether you're going to be available on the 1st and 2nd of November, and that is for Applicants Weekend here in Wellington. So hopefully you've got a yes, you'll be available for that. No, that's probably because you're an overseas student or that you're going to be away. Pretty important that you're here for it. So if it's going to be no, just make sure that you fill in why you are unable to be with us. And then can you give us the most recent arts experience, production arts experience that you had? Perhaps it was helping on the school play, perhaps it was something in the local Amdram, perhaps it's just something you and your friends put together. Listen, we're dying to hear all about it. And so complete that part. Just to let you know, you're at the final part now of your application form. We need 2 referees, and you need the email addresses for one of those referees. We'll need to fill in the referees form, and the link through to that is on this application form. Once that's all complete, let's just go through before you send off this application form. Let's go through everything. So you accept the terms and conditions. You consent to the disclosure of personal information. You've contacted your referees and asked them to submit the reference on your behalf. You also need to email these through to us, a digital headshot, the sort of thing you do for your passport, proof of your age and citizenship, so that's your passport or your birth certificate, a copy of your most recent qualifications or results, that could be NCEA, or if you're at varsity transcript. For international students is really important. International students only, evidence of English language proficiency, please. And the last thing is, I declare to the best of my knowledge that everything is true and complete. Once you've done that, woohoo, congratulations, you can push the submit form. Thanks very much.